I'm going to do some multiplication in different number bases. So we'll start with binary, and I'm going to do traditional column method at the moment. So we've got 1, 1, 0 multiplied by 1, 1. So as usual, we start from our smallest place value. So we've got 1 times 0, 1 times 1, 1 times 1. Okay, for the next column, we are working in the second column, which would actually be 2's. So we've got 0 in the units column, and we're doing 1 times 0, 1 times 1, 1 times 1. Okay, and then we need to add up. So we've got 0, 1, 1 plus 1 knocks into the next column, 1 plus 1 knocks into the next column. So there we go, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, base 2. Okay. I'm now going to work base 5, so we've got 4, 3, 2, base 5 times 1, 2, base 5. And I'm going to use the Chinese grid method because I really like it. So we've got 4, 3, 2, and we're multiplying by 1, 2. So I'm just going to draw my grid and draw in my diagonal lines. So my answer we're going to add up along those at the end. Okay, so all we do is fill in the boxes. So I'm doing 1 times 4, 1 times 3, 1 times 2. And now I'm doing 2 times 2. 2 times 3 is 6. Now we're working base 5, so I can't write 6. 6 is 5, so a single 5 plus 1. Okay, and now 2 times 4 is 8. Again, that's more than 5. And 8 is a single 5 plus 3. Okay, and now I add along my diagonal, so I've got 4, 3. Now this would give me 7. So that's a 5 plus 2. So a 5 plus 2. 4 add 1 gives me 6, which is a 5 plus 1. And so I've just got 1 here. So there's my answer. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, base 5. Okay. And let's try base 16. Okay. I'll do long multiplication again, the traditional method. So 1, 2, 3, base 16, multiplied by a, remember that is 10, 6. Base 16. So I'm going to write a little note to myself. Okay, that is 10, just to remind me. Right, here we go. So let's start with the 6. 6 times 3 is 18. Now that's more than 16, so we're going to have a 16 plus 2. Okay, 6 times 2 is 12, and 12 plus 1 is 13. So if A is 10, B is 11, C is 12, D is 13. And then we've got 6 times 1, which is 6. For our next column, we need to fill in 0 here because we're working one place value along. So A is 10. 10 times 3 is 30. So 30 would be 16 plus 14. So I'm going to put a 16 in this column, and then 14 is E. There we go. And now we've got A, which is 10 times 2. Okay, so that will give us 20. 20 is 16 plus 4. So I'll put a 16 there. And we're adding 4 to the 1 here. So that's 5. Okay. And now we're doing A, which is 10 times 1, which is 10. Which is thankfully just A, but we're adding 1, so that is B. Okay, and now we're going to add up. So we've got 2. Now D plus E, so 14 add 13 is going to be 27. Okay, and 27 is 16 plus 11. Okay, so we put 1 in the 16 column. Okay, and 11 is B. Right, now we've got 6 add 5 add 1, so that's 12. Which is C, and then we've got B. So our answer would be BCB2, base 16. Now, if that's too horrible to juggle in your head, you can do the usual and convert them to decimal, and then back again. I'm going to do that for the last one just to make sure I haven't made any mistakes, because there's certainly a lot of scope for that. Okay, so our two numbers that we need to convert are 1, 2, 3 and A6. So we've got 1 times 16 squared plus 2 times 16 to the 1 plus 3 times 16 to the 0. And then we're multiplying by A is 10 times 16 to the 1 plus 6 times 16 to the 0. So the numbers that we're multiplying by are 291, and we're multiplying that by 166. Okay, so I'm just going to do that on my calculator, and that gives us a lovely 48,306 in decimal. So we need to convert that to hexadecimal. So we start dividing by 16. So that gives us 3,019, and I think the remainder might be 2. Let's just check. Yeah, so the remainder is 2. Okay, and now we take that quotient. So we've got 3,019 divided by 16. And that gives us 188. Okay, so, and the remainder for that is 11, which is B. Okay, then we take the quotient 188. Okay, so that is 11, and the remainder is 12. Okay, so that is C. And then finally we have 11 divided by 16, which is 0, remainder 11, which is B. And so we do indeed get B, C, B, 2, base 16. So we got it right. Hooray.